Cancer, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love messages as a general reading, so the rules might get reversed, or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for personal reading with me, okay? So in this reading, Cancer, we're going to be looking at your energy versus theirs. I'm going to be pulling your energy and what are your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I am also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? First, please. Cancer, so you have the Nine of Wands, you have the Tower, and you also have this Five of Cups in upright position in your overall energy. I feel that at this present moment, you guys are very fearful of things not working out. I think one of the reasons for that has a lot to do with you have been going through some life experiences that keep on failing and failing and failing, and you're afraid that if you're actually going to be giving love another try, if you're ever going to give love another investment or a person another investment, what if it turns out to be the very thing that you've always experienced, which is the Tower? It wasn't what I thought it was. I thought it was built on a stable foundation. Turns out that it wasn't. I thought that this was something special. Turned out it wasn't. So what I do see happening here is that you have the Five of Cups in here. You see how this woman here is purposefully kicking those cups to the hose? Should this energy continue, Cancer, there's a high possibility of you actually kicking away good things in your life just because your past is dictating your decisions in the now. Just because you've been dealing with bad people for the entirety of your life doesn't necessarily mean that everybody in this world is bad. There are good people out there, but you just haven't met them. I think you've always met people who doesn't understand your value. I'm going to give an example. Imagine this. Imagine taking a diamond into a traditional market. How much do you think that they will value that diamond? $200 top? But if you were to be bringing that to a jewelry store, how much would they value that diamond? So I just feel that you shouldn't judge the entirety of people as being bad, the entirety of men or women as being bad, just because you've encountered some bad seeds. It's just you haven't met people who understands and know your values, especially here with the Five of Swords and the Two of Swords. There is something about you getting a bit impatient. You don't like it when people are undecided. You don't like it when people give you the maybe. You don't like it when there's a place of uncertainty. You would just like to cut it off out of your life forever. Like, I don't need that. I don't need you to get undecided over me. I don't need you to kind of like still think about whether or not I should be a priority in your life and everything like that. Okay. Now, in the past, you have the Page of Wands and you also have the Two of Cups in upright position. I do see that there was a connection here in the past that truly made you feel joyful. You thought this was something. You thought you've met the one. You thought that, this is it. It makes you happy. It makes you joyful. It makes you very playful. For some reason, it did give hope for you to start healing your inner child. Because there's something about this person that made you feel that, okay, this person could actually be healing my inner child. However, in the present moment, you have the Devil and you also have the Ace of Wands in upright position. Be very careful of making any type of impulsive decisions, especially this week, honey, because it doesn't stem from good judgment. It doesn't stem from a clear head, but instead it comes from a place of fear. Okay, be very careful of doing that. Now in the future, you have Justice and you also have the Ace of Cups. Future is better. Why? Because you're not really looking through the lens of fear. You're not really looking through the lens of the shadow side or the devil, but you're actually using your logic and your heart at the same time. And I do find some sort of healings in the future here, in which we're going to clarify in a moment, okay? Now, in the past, Ten of Swords and also the Two of Pentacles, I feel that there was somebody here from your past that got truly, truly hurt because they were trying to figure out what happened with this connection and how could they cope with what went wrong with it, basically. Okay. Now, in the present moment, however, the Magician and also the Wheel of Fortune. This is the oppositing card, right? One ruled by Mercury and also Jupiter. So there is somebody here who is really believing that both of you have the complementary element of what it took to build on a really, really good relationship. And they also do believe that, your presence in their life could truly expand, could truly blossom their life to the fullest. Now, in the future, you have the King of Pentacles and you also have the Queen of Pentacles in upright position. And this person will try to step up for you. This person will try to show you that they're able to be providing you with sense of security and stability that you yearn for. I think you're going to get your happiness here in the future, hon, but we'll see. Let's clarify them now, yeah? So I want to clarify this Magician first. Clarify the Magician first, please. You see, as I told you earlier, they do believe that you and them together, you might be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Pisces or a Virgo or a Gemini or an Aries here. But anyway, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, any signs doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is that this person truly believes that both of you have the complementary element of what it takes to build on what? On this collectively happy type of relationship. Okay, that's what they believe in. For some of you, this might be a new person. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. And this person is really willing to be investing in this connection. This person is really willing to be generous into this connection because, again, being with you, having a relationship with you is one of their biggest fulfillment at this present moment. And it almost seems to me as if like right now what they're focused on is more on what makes you happy, what is actually going to be making Cancers happy. That's exactly the way that I'm going to be doing at it. Let's clarify the Devil from your side. Lovers, Page of Wands, and also the Nine of Pentacles. And then Preposition. The shadow side of yours, right? There's something about you. I'm going to have to call you out on this, Cancer. There's something here. I have two things that I need to talk to you. There's something about you liking it when somebody is not way too available. You have the tendency to fall for people who are hyper independent, who is quite materialistic, who likes to overindulge themselves, who likes their freedom, especially financial freedom, by a lot. Okay, instead of love. So I'm going to let you see how the card is set up. Okay, so instead of opting for a connection that is more heart to heart, 50-50, or 100 and 100, okay, you would rather go for people who are actually not really caring for the collective happiness, not really caring for your happiness and theirs, only caring for their own. Be careful of looking at somebody's green flag as a red flag, because I've been there, done that, I'm a Cancer rising and a Cancer moon myself. So yeah, I've been there, done that. when when that relationship was just so easy, when that person was so into me, I was like, ew, I start finding reasons to not be with that person because his green flags become my red flags. And I think you should be aware of these things. Why is it that you like to have people with such red flags? Why you don't see green flag as green flag, but sometimes you would see red flags as green flags? Why is it that you like having people who are like this instead of people who genuinely cares for you? Because this is what I see happening here, okay? So when things gets too easy, you just don't want them. When it's too available, you don't want them. I want someone selfish. I want somebody with, who likes their freedom by a lot. I want somebody who I cannot control so that I could control them. I want somebody who is not a relationship person, although you are a relationship person. Now, that's the first thing. The second one is when there is this calling for a really good connection, okay? Instead of coming after that, what do? Oh, it's better to be single. It's just better to be single this time. Okay, what did I do with this one? Oh my God, I messed up. Oh no, I haven't. Sorry. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands from your side here, hun. I'm going to clarify the Ace of Wands here. Five of Swords, the Chariot, and also the Moon. Basically what I said. What triggers you, what lights your fire, what gives you a sense of chemistries are the one where you would walk into a situation where it's so full of mystery, where it has to make you wonder. Anything less than difficult situation, you want nothing to do with that. Anybody who gives you mysteries, you're like, yep, I'm all for it. This is you, right? The Chariot. Yep, I'm going to go after you. But anybody who actually gives you a genuine love, what do you do with them? No, I don't want that. Okay, let's clarify the future. I want to clarify this King of Pentacles from their side. And the Queen of Pentacles. So you would have a communication from this person that is actually very respectful, because it's not going to be very pushy, but it's more about like, look, Cancer, I would like to have something with you. And then they're not going to chase you after that. If you ghost them, it's going to be the end of it. They're not going to chase you because they will wait. And I feel that that's a very respectful thing to do. Okay. So what would they do? So now we're still leading to Leo season. I feel that there's going to be some sort of communication that is going to be done by this person. They're going to send you a message that would kind of like imply the fact that they're there for you and they're serious and they mean it. And then after that, they will wait. What will Cancer do to me? Basically, what would Cancer's responses would be like? Yeah. Let's clarify the Justice from your side. Oh, let me clarify the Ace of Cups too. So again, if you're single and ready to mingle, I do see this as about two people. One person from your past who are going to communicate with you that they want something to do with you. Would you be happy about it? Yeah, you would. But the person from your past is a bad news. I like the energy more of the person that is new. that you have found or the one that you're going to find soon. And a lot of that has a lot to do with the gamey thing, I would say. So, where do I start? Okay, so the Justice clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Three of Cups, and also the Queen of Wands in that preposition. This is in relation to the new person. Okay? This person is going to communicate to you the fact that they're there, but I just feel that you're not interested with them. Eight of Cups, you try to emotionally distance yourself away from this person because you feel that there's nothing there that emotionally fulfills you, and you would rather just to keep this friend as your friend. Sorry, this person as your friend. Okay, and then you have another person. With this other person is going to be a bit weird because, again, the notion of why they're doing certain type of thing is more so because it's from their perspective. So they would also show up to you and do all of that stuff. But again, there's something about you. Like, would you be happy about it? You would. But there's something here about you kind of like wondering, like, I don't know if it's really something that I want to have in my life. I understand the liking of having control here, Queen of Wands and King of Cups. When you're alone, when you're not dealing with anybody else, when you're not that attached, yeah, you have that sense of control, but you could actually be in connection with somebody and still have a healthy level of detachment, you know? Like you could. So having this full control over our peace, having this full control over our motivation, our inspirations, and everything like that. We can do that although we are in a relationship or whether we're in connection with somebody else. But we just need to know how to control it. And I feel that there's a lot of fear because, again, and I understand you, because I'm a Cancer rising and Cancer moon. I know how when things get ugly within the connection, how it could impact me, how it can make me feel, how can it actually makes me less motivated, make me less inspired, makes me be in this emotional turmoil and everything like that. I know how that it feels. But once you start exercising or once you start training yourself to be much more detached, even though you are in a relationship, it's all good. It's all good, honey. Let's pull some advice card for you here, Cancer. First thing first, as you have the Queen of Pentacles in a preposition, I feel that the first thing that you need to do is start recognizing what do you think of the person that you look in the mirror. I think you need to have a conversation with that person. I mean you, okay? How about right now after this reading, you go to the mirror and you just stare at yourself and just talk to yourself. What do you think of the person who's looking back at you through the mirror? Do you think that the person is worthy? Do you think that that person is lovable? Do you think that that person is strong? Or do you think that that person has to be a certain type of way to be loved? Has to serve a certain type of way to be loved? Has to look a certain type of way to be loved? If that's how you look at love, it means that even if, okay, here's the thing, okay? Okay, fine. You wanna focus on your looks. Let's say, for instance, you want to focus on your looks and what you bring to the table, right? Let's say, for instance, okay, even if you get somebody to connect with you and have a relationship with that person, this person will not be in love with your authentic self, but instead this person will be in love with you because of your looks and what you bring to the table. Your money, for instance, not the real you. Now ask yourself, what kind of relationship do you want to have in your life? Is it with the person that you're trying to be, or is it you, your authentic you? You need to talk a lot with yourself here. Understanding that it's okay, that you're lovable, your authentic self is lovable. To be much more confident, to be much more assured with yourself without having to, okay, I need to be in a certain type of way, I have to look in a certain type of way, I have to act a certain type of way to make them stay and everything like that. No. Or to get them, to attract them. No. Start accepting your authentic self here, honey. Remember when I said about the diamond thing, traditional market and jewelry stores? Now this is the last one. The sooner someone leaves, especially somebody who, is there an earthquake? No, okay, sorry. The sooner somebody leaves, especially somebody who doesn't value you and value your authentic self, the better. Okay? Let's say, for instance, because again, it's something that gotta do with your pattern, right? Like you're always attracting to somebody who doesn't know how to value you. But right now, that mindset needs to change. If somebody doesn't value you, let's say, for instance, I've put up my best self here, the one that I thought my best self, and he just ghosted me. What am I gonna do? Should I chase? Should I pursue? Should I convince him to stay? Should I? No, the sooner that person leaves, good. Let them fucking go. Let them go. The sooner that person leaves and the sooner that you let that go, the sooner it is that you will find the right person who would value you for who you are. Okay, stop looking at things through the lens of fears. Your how you view yourself, your self-esteem here needs to be in check. Okay. So I think that is it for my reading for you here, Cancer. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye guys. Have a great day. I love you.